Swarms of locusts, some insane dashcam footage, and just all around bad timing. Mother Nature can be quite unforgiving, and you never know where she may strike next. Welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host Taylor McWaters, and here are the top 10 concerning times Mother Nature got angry on camera. Number 10. California fire. While some fires are started because of gender reveal parties, others start naturally and violently. This video comes from August 18th, 2020, and it shows the view as someone drives through and tries to escape the Hennessy fire that was seen in Napa County, California. This looks like something out of the movie 2012. Everything's on fire. It is absolutely terrifying. I don't know what I would do in that situation. What would you do? It's said that this fire was started after a series of unusual thunderstorms that rolled through the area as a tropical storm had been diminishing. So it's just bad timing. These storms brought a reported 10,850 lightning strikes, which in turn sparked about 376 known fires across the state, like this one. Horrifying. Number 9. Late lightning strike. Mother Nature is not known to mess around, and this video is just, well, evidently so. Usually there's warning signs before some kind of disaster strikes, right? Winds, the sky darkens up, something's happening, but sometimes it likes to come seemingly out of a blue, clear sky. This is terrifying. This video comes from a quiet neighborhood that definitely wasn't expecting this out of nowhere. The sky is clear, birds are chirping, and all of a sudden, huh? How did that happen? That is terrifying. Apparently, this is a sort of weather phenomenon where a lightning bolt travels out from the back of a storm cloud that had recently passed through. So he was a little late to leave the party there. It's good to know that even though it's a clear day, this might happen. So you never know when a storm might appear. Number 8. The Dixie Fire. The Dixie Fire burned through a few different counties in California this last summer. It was named after the creek where it initially started on July 13th, 2021. After it began, it went to burn on 963,000 acres before it was 100% contained. That's a lot of land. It became the largest non-complex wildfire in the history of the state of California. And there's been a lot of fires recently, so that's a big feat. The fire destroyed people's homes, belongings, and completely burned entire towns, and by July 23rd, it had already become the largest wildfire of 2021. This was the cause for unhealthy air quality that could be seen across all of western United States, including states that were as far as Utah and Colorado, so the damage was widespread. This photo was taken on August 17th, and it shows the fire lighting up a hillside in Lassen County. The fire didn't end up being 100% contained until months later on October 25th. This was only a year ago. That is terrifying. Number 7. Lightning strike dashcam. I remember being younger, I would count the time between thunder and lightning, trying to see how far away it was going or if it was getting closer, whatever the fact, hiding under a table. I've never seen lightning close up, you know what I mean? But this is certainly not the case for this dashcam video. This is way too close for comfort. This dashcam catches a lightning strike touching down right beside the car. Check it out. While everybody was clearly okay in the video, it was definitely a strike that would be, again, way too close for comfort. God, I've seen a couple of these now, and it's terrifying. Power of Odin coming down on you. God of War? Okay. Number 6. The swarm. Okay, hate bugs. All of them. Any wings, non-wings, spiders, just get out of here. I'm like, hey, cool cottage. I'm never coming. I don't do bugs. Spray all weekend. I know bugs are important, but there's some that just cause more problems than anything. And you know which one is one of those? Locusts. Yeah, they're in the Bible. They're the worst. This dash cam is an absolute nightmare to watch. This is a video that comes to us from Russia, and at first I thought it was capturing some kind of crazy storm, but it turns out this storm is actually a massive swarm of locusts. There are easily millions of locusts flying around, pelting into the front of this truck, and even the truck had to slow down because you can barely see what's in front of your very eyes. Check it out. This is the apocalypse in 4K. Number 5. Europe flood. This photo here comes to us from the summer of last year, 2021, another recent one here. Folks all across Western Europe experienced disastrous flooding. Now, after days of heavy rain, it ended up turning rivers that were usually just normal and calm into these raging currents that ravaged the streets and left cars, power lines, you name it, everything just swept away and washed. Homes were engulfed, residents were forced to flee. It was unimaginable. This photo was taken at Erfstadt, and it shows a bunch of these houses that have collapsed due to subsidence, which is the sudden sinking of the ground's surface. It's an absolute nightmare. Germany and Belgium, floods are an absolute tragedy. Rescue workers worked tirelessly to help as many people as possible escape this terrible situation. Number 4, landslide. This video is one that comes from China from April 4th, 2016. Now during this time, there was apparently very heavy rainfall. Now alone, this isn't too much of a problem, right? But that's certainly not the case in this next scary dashcam footage. Here we see this rainfall and it ended up triggering a landslide that was just seconds away from burying this car. Yeah, one rainfall leads to a landfall. It's terrible. Mother Nature is savage. It seems as though the driver in the car with the camera must have known something was about to happen because of the fact that they were slowly backing up. That's good instincts right there. Thank goodness that person quickly passing by was able to brake fast enough that they just missed the slide entirely. It's like some Fast and Furious type stuff. Trying to dodge a train, you're like, no, I'm trying to dodge a mountain, actually. Number 3, Oroville Dam. On February 13th, 2017 in Oroville, California, the Oroville Dam, which is the tallest dam in the United States that holds back a reservoir that contains, 1.1 trillion gallons of water. Yeah, that dam's main and emergency spillways were damaged. Now this led to the emergency evacuation of 188,000 people over concerns that the damage's emergency spillways might fail. Now this was all caused by torrential rain and floods in the region, which then began to reveal the extensive damage in the emergency spillway. And it's not good. This photo here shows the dam releasing 100,000 cubic feet of water per second into the main spillway. Now luckily a major disaster was avoided in this specific situation because of the quick action by those responsible for the dam, but goes to show you how fast things can overturn. Leaks, that's my worst fear. Drowning's my worst fear. This is now my worst fear. Number 2, tornado. Tornadoes are such a wild, natural thing, and this dash cam catches a huge one right as it touches down and rips across a highway. It's your worst fear coming home from work. This video is posted on YouTube by James Hammett. This tornado formed about 8 miles north of Laramie, Wyoming on June 6, 2018. It also shares that this tornado was rated an EF3, which is severe and strong with winds from 218 to 266 kilometers per hour, according to the scale. The video starts off with him realizing that the tornado is about to touch down. So while this of course looks absolutely incredible, and I'm sure as many of you are watching, you're in complete shock watching this massive cloud sky demon form in front of you, but then I became horrified because that's a huge tornado and I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that thing. Like, it's one thing to watch on YouTube, you're like, wow, that's crazy, Mother Nature's savage. In real life, you're like, this is it, this is the last I see. Glad you're okay. I am sweating. And finally, number 1, train accident. This dash cam here, it's a bit of an older one. It comes from 2005, but hear me out. We're still talking about this one, rightfully so. This is another police dash cam vid, and this time it captures the aftermath of a train accident that turns into something even bigger. Can you believe that? From one problem to another fast growing one. The video starts off with a pretty dark view, nothing too drastic yet. You can hear voices talking over the radio, all that normal stuff. Suddenly, however, as the cruiser backs up a bit, the picture starts to get a little bit more clear and brighter, way brighter.
And a huge explosion. We've got massive fire out here on Dudley here at the rail yard. All kinds of stuff on fire.
The voices on the radio then start to explain how there was an explosion after the accident and how now things are on fire and said fire is only growing. The rest of the footage shows the police car backing up as it captures this huge fire that continuously grows to a level I don't think anyone was expecting. Videos like this really show how quickly these things can get out of control. Even when you think you have the situation on lock, it just opens up another big issue. You're like, oh, now who do we call for this one? Those were the top 10 concerning times Mother Nature got angry on camera. I've been your host, Taylor McWaters. What band is this? Let's see how good you are. Let's brighten up the mood a little bit. Comment down below. We'll see you next time on Most Amazing Top 10. Peace.